Hey everybody, it's Brian, just jumping in here to remind you one last time that annual subscriptions are available now on our Patreon forever and always for 10% off. But if you get an annual subscription in the next, 4 days through the rest of the month of May, that is before Monday, June 1st, you can get an annual subscription for 15% off. That's a pretty great deal. Don't miss out on it. All right, that's all I wanted to say. So goodbye. Enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Anne. Welcome to the worst of all possible worlds.
Hi, I'm Brian Alford, local podcaster in Man About Town. Now, how about you get ready to join us for an incredible day of homophobia and discovery as we go on our next adventure in the worst of all possible worlds.
Yo, Barkley!
Yo, Barkley!
Jimmy Barkley?
Jimmy who?
Mr. and Mrs. Andrews.
Huh?
Apology accepted.
George?
All right, so
it's got a play out.
we
Yeah,
did it.
yeah.
We did it. We made it. All right, so quick thing before we get started.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the stream. Hello, everybody in the stream. How are we
hello.
doing, stream?
Hello to the stream. Where's the camera?
There is no light over here. Is there a way that we can get some light over here? Thank you. Otherwise, we could move the chairs
AJ
over. if
stays
need
in
be.
the
They
dark.
don't need to see me.
We're entering the era of dark
The
AJ.
less of this, probably, the better.
If need be, we can move over. Just let us know.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Oh.
And it's by lighting. All right.
Hey.
Still a little dark
Yeah,
on
well.
the stream.
I'm a regular thief, too, like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
That's
that's
true.
one of our in-jokes.
I love it. So, we made it. How are we all feeling tonight? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Yes. Welcome to the worst of all possible worlds, the first and only podcast willing to present the gay agenda. I am the worst of all possible AJs.
I'm the worst of all possible Joshes.
And I'm the worst of all possible Brians. We wrote this out in a different order, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Woo! And joining us today, we have a number of fantastic performers here with us. We call them Théâtre Voltaire, the first and only theater company. And these people...
And introducing, in order, we have Jeremy Kaplowitz, Jessica Cannizaro, Madeline Bundy, Alex Patak, James Foey, Patrick Harvey, Christina Pitter, and Dara Swisher. Give them a round of applause, folks.
So,
All of these people will be creating for us the denizens of the town of Odyssey. Of course, Dara will be over here with all of these wonderful props, doing all of our live Foley. This is going to be a radio play through and through.
Yeah.
So many of you out there might be asking, what is this? What's going on? So my first question to all of you is, who here has listened to the Worst of All Possible Worlds podcast before?
Look at that.
Amazing. Thank you all for coming. Who, and perhaps more pressingly, has never listened to the podcast before? Yes!
All right.
Welcome!
That's like at least 10 of you. That is not what I was expecting.
Please don't
Wow.
leave. We've locked the doors. So, well, the worst of all possible worlds, we do weekly case studies in the pop culture of a dying empire.
That's right.
And one series that we return to over and over again is an evangelical Christian radio drama known as Adventures in Odyssey. Now,
That's
show
right.
of hands, who here has heard of Adventures in Odyssey? Oh, because
Yeah,
of us?
okay,
Because of us? Fantastic. Great.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate for
I'm
all
so
of you.
sorry. Hey,
And
you know
again,
what?
more
Me too.
importantly-
And
more
more
importantly.
importantly, who here has heard of Focus on the Family?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
But here's something more important. Again,
All right.
who has not heard of Adventures in Odyssey? Who is here completely fresh to the concept of an evangelical children's radio drama
go.
that has been running longer than The Simpsons for over 1,000 episodes and is still running to this day? God bless you all for being here. This is gonna be a ride.
Woohoo!
By the way, I've also got an eye on chat because we are live streaming. I am seeing that AJ is quiet right now.
Oh.
That is a note. We have quiet AJ. I think maybe also quiet
It's
Brian.
a very rare
It's very
AJ.
funny because like one of the things that I also do is I stream twice a week in another capacity, and getting the levels right on a stream is
crazy.
fucking impossible.
It is
so.
it is fucking crazy.
Feel free to continue to give us your feedback about levels. Apparently, AJ is super quiet.
Yeah. Is this this is probably better. I mean,
What are
I'm
you
much
doing?
better lit now.
What?
Look at this.
Why are you holding your mic like it's Spring Awakening?
I am Devil May Care, okay?
I think you're doing great.
I don't know what is this doing for you, AJ?
I'm dreaming of an angel who could hear me
you know what?
through the wall,
I'm not going
Brian.
to criticize you because then
Just
you'll
try it
criticize
in
me,
Latin.
and that's going to hurt my feelings. So,
Sorry.
All right. And
So
now-
let's get back to focus
Yeah,
on the
let's
family.
do
Shall
it.
we focus on the family?
Let's do it.
Yes. It was founded in 1977 by James Dobson, very cool guy.
That's right. Yeah, get him.
Thank you. Yes, he is in hell now. That is true. But for those who don't know, The Good Doctor, and not that TV show, The Good Doctor,
Or the Neil Simon play.
or the Neil Simon play. Wow, it's really done a lot. There's a series. He wrote a series of books starting with Dare to Discipline, where he was like, you know what we should be doing? Beating our children more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We need to be hitting our children in a very even-handed sort of way because he looked at the problems that were facing the world that day in the 1970s, and he said, you know what? This generation, the baby boomers, were not getting hit enough. The baby boomers.
That's like their thing.
So, from that sharp diagnosis of the problem at hand,
Yeah.
he founded an equally sharp and well-minded organization,
Yeah.
Focus on the Family.
We have been to their campus.
Yeah, in
Their
Colorado
bookstore
Springs,
is
Colorado.
full of books about horses.
There's way more horses than you would expect. And no,
I know.
this is not setting up AJ's
No,
Horse
no,
Corner,
no, it's
to
not.
be clear. But
Oh, I know.
they sort of got their big moment sort of in the sun. What put them on the map, other than these fantastic books about the importance of disciplining your child, kicking off with 1977's Dare to Discipline,
Yes.
was his interview with Ted Bundy on death row in 1989.
The day before he was executed.
Yeah. Yeah, I basically went
Yeah.
up there. Ted Bundy told him, I was just a normal kid. I got into drinking, crime novels, and Playboy magazines, and then I just started killing a bunch of people.
Oops.
Turns out, you might not believe this, noted famed serial killer Ted Bundy was lying. He was just saying a bunch of shit to James Dobson because it's what James Dobson wanted to hear, and he wanted to get a stay on his execution.
And it should be noted, just, in general, not related to Madeline Bundy, who is here tonight.
I think
Unless.
I think you didn't have to bring that up. I think most people would have assumed.
I feel like I felt the tension in the room, and I just wanted to dispel it as quickly as possible. And mostly Focus on the Family also backed this thing called Prop 8, which having someone who,
That's right.
there we go.
We remember.
And I grew up in California, so I remember seeing all of the ads for Prop 8. They
This is
bought...
a 2008 ballot initiative in the state of California.
Where the people of California voted to ban gay marriage.
That's right.
That was,
Yep.
of course, defeated by Obergefell v. Hodges at the Supreme Court.
Yeah, the last good Supreme Court decision.
Yeah, which we expect to be overturned in what, 8 months?
We'll
10
see.
months?
No, yeah, we're going to flip a coin on that and then cry. And these are the people at Focus on the Family are also the same people behind Project 2025.
Right.
Yes,
Like-
yes. Among the same people, including various spin-off organizations like Alliance Defending Freedom, the next organization that James Dobson founded after he was fired, all these kinds of things. They are the authors of your current misery. They are the authors of Trump's second term.
If you go to the Heritage Foundation website, you will see James Dobson's name on the masthead of Project 2025.
So what does that have to do with a radio show? Well, they also produce fiction. For a long time, they were doing movies, like straight-to-video stuff, sing-along things, cartoons, and they also have done this radio show because they started with James Dobson on the radio, talking to people, giving advice. They were like, what if we made little radio dramas? And so in 1987, they started Adventures in Odyssey, and that is still running now, almost 40 years later. They put out about 24 episodes a year at the current pace.
Yes.
And this is mainly just a way to get people involved in the organization, to get money to the organization, to get people on the mailing lists and the prayer lists and all these other things that they'll send people letters saying, you should go kill a Supreme Court justice or whatever they say.
Yeah.
And
we're not saying that.
no,
To be
we're
very
not
clear,
saying
focus
that.
on the
where are the
family is
cameras?
saying
We are
that.
not saying that.
So this show has been running with a very long and convoluted continuity, which we have covered on this show. There have been...
We listened to over 200 episodes at this point?
Yeah, there have
Over
been...
250, I'm pretty fucking sure.
Yeah. NSA spies,
Don't
biological
cheer
weapons,
for that.
terrorism, slice of life stories, time travel adventures to the Bible. Anything that you could possibly imagine could be done in a radio drama, and then a little bit more for some
Yeah.
reason. But in the early days, the policy department at Focus on the Family would feed them ideas for episodes.
And
okay.
by policy...
Not internal policy.
No, this is external
Law,
policy.
outside, the policy that affects us
like
today.
the arm of the organization that still continues to have a massive influence operation in Washington, D.C., in the halls of power.
Yeah,
Yes.
so infamously in their early seasons, they did an episode about abortion. They did an episode about flag burning. That's one of my favorites.
Don't dare do it, folks. Don't dare do it.
They did an episode about how Dungeons and Dragons is satanic.
They summoned a demon. They summoned
An
a literal
actual demon to the earthly plane. It's so good.
Named Shalman. The demon's name is Shalman.
And I should
Shulman.
note that Josh and I, the two of us, grew up listening to hundreds of these episodes of this show.
Yes.
I just heard a Jesus behind me.
Thanks, Patrick.
Was that you? Was that you, Patrick? Yeah, okay, that
They'd
sounds
sell
right.
them in these 12-tape albums, cassette tape albums.
Meanwhile,
Josh, you're not going to say it?
What, about the tapes?
It's tape.
It's tape.
There we go. Thank you.
Meanwhile, I grew up listening to Spring Awakening.
So, I mean, I listen to these fucking things all the time, especially if you go on a long drive. I'm from New Mexico. We take long drives everywhere that we go. And instead of listening to Rich Mullins songs on the radio, I'd get my parents to pop in an Adventures in Odyssey tape. And then we'd all have adventures with Whit and Eugene and Connie and the gang.
None of them will be appearing in this episode.
No, sir.
That we're reading for you
because
tonight.
Even these people who would appear in the Dungeons and Dragons at Satanic episode or the abortion episode or these other things, they did not. The main three people who were all adults, Whit, Connie, and Eugene. Hal Smith, who played Otis the Drunk, and also Goliath and Davy and Goliath played Whit for Adventures in Odyssey until his death in 1994.
He also did a porno where he played Mother Goose, I believe.
Yes, that was not produced
That's
by
not-
Focus on the Family.
No, that was not.
That's also not a joke, to be clear.
That is true.
It's a hardcore porno.
He did a
It is
hardcore-
not available in the bookstore.
He does not get his, he doesn't get his dick out, to be clear.
No,
But-
he is in drag for the whole thing. It's an animated pornographic movie called Once Upon a Girl.
That's right.
And there is a live action segment of Hal Smith dressed as Mother Goose in court for obscenity charges.
Yep.
And she gets the jury so horny that they all start fucking and sucking each other. And there's this great shot of Hal Smith, Mother Goose, Whit himself, sitting in the witness stand while one juror is
witness
just
stand.
getting her toes sucked on by another juror. But also, yes, Katie Lee, who played Connie, Will Ryan, who played Eugene. These three actors, who are in like every episode, were not in the episode that we are going to cover today. This episode, which is called 1 in 10, was recorded and never aired. Something about the episode itself got Chuck Bolte, one of the executives of Adventures in Odyssey, who also plays George Barkley, who will be a character in this episode, Patrick there, and he went to the heads of Focus on the Family and he said, we got to stop doing these policy dictated ones. How about we just tell some stories and then we leave the policy stuff to the mailing lists? So that's what they did.
Leave the policy stuff to the policy people because we want to tell groundbreaking stories, like the kind of story where like a child goes into the holodeck and sees the crucifixion of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for instance.
Yeah.
Or a teenager goes into the holodeck and experiences literal hell.
Yes, or there are even non-holodeck adventures like maybe an evil liberal wants to destroy your farm to build an interstate. But now he can't do it because it turns out Johnny Appleseed's cabin is right there on your farmland.
And the vagaries,
That's a real one.
the vagaries of national landmarking laws get in the way of the local authorities' ability to rezone the farm.
Yeah, and also-
I'm not joking. This is canon.
Yeah,
And
So a
also,
guy
Johnny
shows up-
Appleseed's ghost is
Yeah.
real
He's
and
there.
hates you.
Yeah. I love this show so much, and I'm so happy that I've been able to build something of a living off of it.
So let's jump forward now to the year of our Lord, 1990.
yeah. Ooh, what a time it was. I wasn't alive yet.
I was.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm so young. I'm 35, and I have GERD. So
He's a girdered baby, yes.
Yeah, that's true. So at this point, Focus on the Family was really spinning up a lot of their policy arm, as we talked about, because it was becoming more than just James Dobson and his whole deal. Focus on the Family was becoming an honest-to-goodness political operation, in no small part due to the revenue that they were able to earn off the release of the Bundy tape in 1989.
yeah, and they had many friends in Reagan and Bush's White House. They may have had some hand in the fall of the Soviet Union. I'm not joking. You can go back to one of our earlier episodes of the podcast and hear about that. But these people have already been very deeply embedded into the hot button issues of the day, not the least of which being like parental advisory stickers on music.
Yeah.
So, so in 1990, of course, the conservative movement that we have, it's starting to fail, right? George H.W. Bush said, "Read my lips, no new taxes." And then what happened? We got new taxes!
That's right!
What a motherfucker!
That was Brian's real reaction back then. He was a very conservative 1-year-old.
He was a very conservative fetus.
I read your lips, bitch!
His mom's like, calm down.
So we're heading into a turning of the tide. Everything's about to get very horrible.
Yeah.
Very liberal. A certain specter was haunting America. The specter of Bill Clinton.
That's right.
From Hope, Arkansas.
You could hear the saxophone on the horizon, the notes slowly cascading.
And so Focus on the Family, in tandem with their policy arm, decide to do an episode called 1 in 10.
Yeah.
Now, any of you like hit what 1 in 10 means? We're talking about gay people, folks. We're talking about gay people.
Yeah, they love to say that they're 1 in 10 people, but they're really like 1 in, who knows, a different
knows?
number.
Who knows?
Some shit.
And so, although this episode was written and recorded,
according to the voice actor who plays Jimmy Barkley, Dave Griffin, he wrote on his blog that he went in and recorded this episode, and that, those key players were not there.
Right.
But it did not get released.
no, it was never aired. We don't even know if they finished like editing and producing it.
Yeah.
What we do know is that we got our hands on a copy.
We have the script.
This is 100% real.
Yep.
I
it's
know
not-
we
yeah.
rewrite the show a lot on the podcast. This is a 100% real
Yes.
script that we have gotten our hands on, and we have these lovely actors here who are going
Théâtre Voltaire!
Théâtre Voltaire, who are going to perform it for you live.
That's right. So we've got actors, we've got live Foley.
That's right.
We've got music cues. We've got it all. We're going to put it together right in front of you right now.
So we'll set the scene here. Picture yourselves outside of Odyssey, middle school? I don't know how old these
Yeah.
kids are in this one. The sun is starting to set, you're feeling the golden rays of that warm late afternoon. The children are chatting to each other,
Yes.
getting on buses, waiting for their moms to pick
Yeah.
them up in the car.
Yeah,
Some of
yeah.
them are walking home. It's an idyllic community,
It is,
Odyssey.
yeah. It's a
It's a 30-minute city.
transit-oriented, pedestrian-friendly small town. Yeah.
This feels like the worst game of Dungeons and Dragons
Yes.
that you're never about to play.
But just picture that sound. Picture the little pitter-patter of feet. Picture the birds singing. Picture the crows singing, perhaps.
No! What the fuck is that?
It's a crow call.
There are no crows in Odyssey.
Yes, there are
No, there
crows
aren't.
everywhere.
No,
No,
not
there.
They're a part of the landscape of all of human
This is-
endeavors.
Brian,
we live alongside
dramaturgically-
the crows.
Look, I'm normally on your side, dude, but dramaturgically speaking, there are no crows in Odyssey.
Okay, I spent like 25 of my own dollars
Yeah,
on this
but-
call to do
Yeah.
the crow bit. Look, maybe, so we're gonna have Artie and Jimmy in this next scene.
Yeah.
What if
Yeah.
Artie has crow friends?
I don't know. Fucking what if?
He
feel
is
like
friends
it's
with
gonna
crows.
distract from like the main thrust of the episode, but
Fine. No crows.
No crows.
I wanted crows.
Come on!
It's not dramaturgically sound.
We're not gonna let you boo us into submission on this one. There will be no fucking crows. But there will be, presenting our first scene in this radio drama, 3 fantastic actors from our troupe, Théâtre Voltaire. So, in the role of Jimmy Barkley, the main boy, our every boy character, please applaud Jesse Cannizzaro. And in the role of Artie, Jimmy's best friend, please welcome Madeline Bundy. And now we will say something that we will be saying before every one of these scenes, which is Théâtre Voltaire. Begin.
Artie! Somebody call me? Keep your voice down!
Oh, sorry. Who are you?
It's me!
Me who?
Jimmy!
Jimmy who?
Jimmy Barkley!
Oh. Why are we whispering?
Because I don't want anyone to know where I am!
It's working. I don't know where you are.
Behind the bush to your right.
Oh, hi, Jimmy!
Come over here!
Oh, sorry. What are you doing back here anyway?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm hiding!
Yeah? From who?
Rodney Rathbone. Have you seen him?
No, not this afternoon.
Oh, good. Maybe he forgot.
What'd you do?
Well, we were in health and human behavior this afternoon.
Oh, really? I have that in the morning. Hey, did you get that handout about that special class tomorrow?
Yeah, I got
I wonder
it.
what it's about. I mean, the handout's all stapled shut. Did you look at yours?
No, I put it in my pocket. So Rodney is
Mr.
there.
Michael said our parents are supposed to read it and send back a note if they don't want us to go to the class. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, weird. So anyway...
You think your parents will let you go?
Hardy, I don't know. Right now, I've got more important things on my mind. Like how to keep Rodney from using my head as a football.
What'd you say to get him so mad?
I didn't say anything. I laughed at him.
You what?
I know. After I did it, he just looked at me and grunted, yo, Barkley, you, me, after school.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Now you know why I'm here. You sure you haven't seen him all afternoon?
Yeah. Well, pretty sure.
Pretty sure? Artie, Rodney is 16. He's almost 6 feet tall. He doesn't exactly blend in with the normal middle school crowd. Did you see him or didn't you?
Well, I was in the library, and I know he wasn't in there.
He's never in there.
Then I guess I'm not so sure.
Great. I'm doomed.
Oh, well, then I better go.
Go? What do you mean go?
I'm not allowed to watch violence.
Masterful.
Yeah, so...
They
my
somehow
God.
made that funny. That's impossible.
Yeah, and before we dial into the glistening writing of that dialogue,
Yes.
I want to give it over to you, AJ, because
Yes.
you have some introductions
Yes.
by way of credits and so forth for our wonderful actors,
So
right?
normally when we talk about episodes of Adventures in Odyssey, Brian has some background on the actors. It's like, did you know that the guy who plays Jack Allen voiced Scrooge McDuck? And it's like, whoa!
And he was Wilbur
That's
on
true.
Mr. Ed.
Yes. And
A show that I have seen, that maybe other people in this room have seen.
The cool thing
I love that show.
the cool thing about the actors in Adventures in Odyssey is that like they have TV credits from the 50s.
Yeah, so it's
Yes.
all
60s.
stuff that I have seen.
And sometimes, if you're lucky, the 1970s.
So we obviously don't have the opportunity to do that here tonight because
They're much younger.
They're much younger, but I did happen to go into their credits, and I would like to read some of them
Okay,
for
go
you.
on.
Okay,
Go on.
okay.
Now, in the role of Artie, Madeline Bundy, this is true, starred as the off-screen voice of Lieutenant Columbo in the short-lived spin-off series Mrs. Columbo, where she was mostly responsible for explaining what Columbo was doing just off-screen. She also then reprised her role as the voice of Lieutenant Columbo in the adult spin-off series Columbone, where she was mostly responsible for explaining what Columbo was doing just off screen.
Come on.
And finally, She reprised her role as the voice of Lieutenant Columbo at the funeral of Peter Falk, where she was mostly responsible for explaining what Columbo was doing just off screen. Jesse Cannizzaro as Jimmy Barkley. This is true. Played Scruffy on Paw Patrol, the dog in charge of internal affairs. Didn't last long. Appeared on Baywatch over 18 separate times as distressed swimmer. And starred in the musical adaptation of 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days called Yikes.
That's for some very specific people.
Jeez, that was for me.
I had to throw it in for Daddy.
So, is that all you got for credits?
That's all I have for credits for now.
For now,
boy.
yeah.
For now.
So Phil Lawler, right? He's the writer of this script,
Yes.
and he's called Lawler because that's what he's going to make you do. He will make you lol. His name is spelled Lollar.
Yeah, it sounded like you were choking with each letter that you just said.
That's how I feel when I listen to his writing.
Yeah, he is a terrible writer. He's the guy, he like left.
He loves hats.
He left Adventures in Odyssey like 25 years ago, and recently, within the last 10 years, came back to the series. Now he's like the main writer on the show. You don't need to know all this shit, but either way, he's a very bad writer. He is the worst, I think, Adventures in Odyssey writer of all of them, and there's just something so compelling about him because he is the median Facebook grandpa. During 2020 and 2021, he would make a daily post of all the people who didn't die of COVID. He would just list the number of people who didn't die of COVID.
Wait, I missed that. That's awesome.
It's positivity. Yeah. He's just putting positivity.
He's just a really
right.
man.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, I find him to be, I think he is genuinely my nemesis. I think everything about him fills me with uncontrollable rage. But when you just listen to that scene, and you listen to the dialogue in that scene, it's a lot of vamping for nothing, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of like, oh, well, we got that pamphlet, which is actually, I think, one of the things he does well.
This is one of the only sophisticated things that I've ever seen Phil Lawler do as a writer, is that this pamphlet that Artie was mentioning, that's kind of the throwaway joke, is this thing this kid won't shut up about because we're focused on Rodney, this is going to become the MacGuffin of the episode.
Right.
This is the central device, because this pamphlet, it's got the gay on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this a very special episode of Adventures in Odyssey.
Yes.
Because if you remember the days of very special episodes, let's say Different Strokes or Family Ties or
Static Shock.
Static Shock for AJ.
When they had the school shooting
for
on Static Shock.
I distinctly remember a very special episode of Smart Guy, where the first 20 minutes of it are about TJ getting into computer game piracy. But then the guy that he's been sourcing his pirated discs from turns out to be a child pornographer.
He should have just learned how to use BitTorrent. It's not that complicated.
Blaming the victim as always, Josh.
Yes.
I'm glad we can count on you.
Yeah.
No one's ever run into pedophiles on the internet.
Never once. I remember there was I don't know why this stuck so in my craw, but like watching that episode of Static Shock where there was a school shooting and he wasn't allowed to use his powers for some reason, and his best friend, who's the comic relief, voiced by Will Friedle, gets shot in the leg, and they only had enough time in the animation. It was like 2 seconds in the animation, so he had to make this whole line fit in a very short amount of time. And the line was, "Oh, this isn't like it happens in the movies," but it came out as, "Oh, this is not in the movies," and he was just on the ground.
Also an insane thing to give to your comic relief.
That's wild.
Let's get a gag in before we cut to commercial.
By the end of tonight, I will be shot.
Well, look. To the point of action-packed moments, we might as well move on to the next bit of this script, because at this point, Jimmy Barkley, he's hiding it. He's been hiding in the bush, but
he's gotten to his bike. He's unlocked the bike lock.
Right, and Artie, as we heard, has beat a hasty retreat. And this
to his crow friends.
That's
perhaps.
No. And this then leads Rodney Rathbone, the schoolyard bully, to come and really just be very mean to Jimmy.
Yeah.
And we are happy to present Jeremy Kaplowitz in the role of Rodney Rathbone.
Yeah.
Théâtre Voltaire, begin.
Yo, Barkley, going somewheres?
Hi, Rodney. I thought I'd just mosey on home. Well, see you later.
Not so fast. You and me got some unfinished business. Now get off the bike.
Rodney, it was just a little laugh, a guffaw, a hearty chortle. Besides, I wasn't laughing at you, I was laughing with you.
Yeah, well, when I get through with you, you're gonna be laughing out of the other side of your head.
Oh, I appeal to your sense of humanity. You know, violence never solves anything. I think if you search deep down in your heart, you'll see that what you really want is for us to shake hands and forget that this little misunderstanding ever occurred. Right?
No, what I really want is for you to get off the bike, because I'm gonna pound you into the cement.
Oh, Rodney! Look out behind you!
Huh?
Bye!
Nice try, Barkley, but no dice. Now get off the bike.
All right, I'm off.
So, I think you got something about Jeremy?
We're going to save Jeremy for a little bit
Oh, okay.
later because it turns out Jeremy has had a very long and successful career with Alex Patak. So we're going to do those both together a little bit later on.
All right, let's talk about Rodney.
Yeah, and I will also just say for Dara's part, I did pull something for Dara as well, our great Foley artist.
Dara Swisher on Foley, of course.
Yes. So Dara Swisher's a primary credit appears to be doing Foley exclusively for the show Roseanne.
Oh.
It's just like 200 episodes of Roseanne.
All right.
So it's mostly, I asked them about this backstage, and it was mostly because they agreed with her politics, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't talk politics that much, but we're always about the craft, you know?
So let's talk about Rodney Rathbone. He's
Yeah.
described in the script as a definite thug.
Yeah. Okay. This is like episode 156, or it was going to be episode 156. What ended up being episode 156 was Way Late in the Windy City Part 2. Don't worry about that. Okay, so it was going to come out in November of 1990, like 3 years after Adventures in Odyssey began. Rodney Rathbone has been in at least like 12 episodes at this point, but he gets like an introductory parenthetical. It says, Rodney comes in as a definite thug, which is not really like... He's like a Bugsy Malone type.
I guess my question is, what is an indefinite thug?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a great question. So the thing about Rodney... I mean, and this is the thing about Phil Lawler's writing in general, right? He does not write children. He writes gangsters from 30s movies.
Yeah.
Yes. Keep that in mind for the next couple scenes.
Yeah. And it is a fascinating a window into the conservative mindset of just like it's not just that like culture stopped happening in terms of like ideology. It's that all culture just stopped happening. There are no movies after 1950.
Yeah.
There is no culture except for Star Trek, but we'll never fully admit that it's Star Trek.
All the dialogue is really just like half-remembered Leave It to Beaver lines. And
Well, because that's what good, clean family entertainment looks like,
here's
Brian.
The thing. I didn't realize I'm going to have to come to the defense of Leave It to Beaver. If you've never seen Leave It to Beaver, it's pretty funny. I'm going to say. I'm just going to say. Eddie Haskell, what a card. But Phil Lawler is not up to the task.
No, he's not.
Of being a Leave It to Beaver writer.
Phil Lawler has also written all of Brian's dialogue tonight.
Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next scene here, because Jimmy, having been menaced before, Jimmy Barkley, he now returns, and as he returns, we see that, well, he's actually just in the process of having the living shit beat out of him by Rodney Rathbone.
Yeah, Rodney's just on top of him. That bike's there, and he's just hitting him.
But someone swoops in to save the day. A kid known as Sam, who will be played in today's reading by James Foey. And once again, I say, Théâtre Voltaire, begin!
Hey, you big bully! What's the idea of hitting that little bully?
None of your business.
Not only a bully, but rude too. Hey, why don't you just get out of here, all right?
Oh, no, not until you say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
Apology accepted.
Oh, another funny man. Listen, you want I should pound you first? That's okay by me. I got nothing better to do for the next few minutes.
You aren't gonna pound anybody.
No, just watch me. Oh, my wrist!
Wow.
Now, I want you to apologize again, and this time, I want you to mean it!
Okay, I'm sorry. Let go.
Good. Now just turn around and walk away from here, now.
All right. Catch you later, Barkley.
Wow.
Thank you, Théâtre Voltaire.
What drama.
Wow.
What drama.
What drama. And that was James Foey that we just saw. Some previous credits for James.
Oh, boy.
Played Tim Curry's body double for his nude scene in Muppet Treasure Island. The scene was cut, but the footage remains. He voiced Jim Yakihara in the hit anime There Are 14 Men Named Jim and They Are All in My House. And
I missed that one.
And he will be appearing in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh.
He has not signed a contract, nor even auditioned.
Oh.
But he will be appearing in Kingdom Hearts 4.
So let's talk about...
get James in Kingdom Hearts.
That's right. Hashtag get James in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, because the people making Kingdom Hearts, they love the worst of all possible worlds.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And we love them. So let's talk a bit here about Sam's narrative function, because this is a character who does not appear anywhere else in the series. This is a brand new guy.
According to Dave Griffin, who played Jimmy Barkley back in the day, he said that this was a kid who was one of the main kids early on, but his voice changed. So no more jobs. And then they finally called him back in to play this this really cool guy who knows karate and is just awesome.
Yeah. He seems really cool. I like Sam.
Sam seems great.
He seems really nice. I hope he's not hiding some sort of deep, dark secret.
Yeah. Well, what's really interesting here is that we get another instance of something that you don't hear on Odyssey, which is that someone solves a problem through violence.
Yeah.
This is the most complained about show ever, right? The people who listen to Adventures in Odyssey today are like third-generation homeschoolers.
Yeah.
So they are angry at anything. And they will complain about it. They even did an episode about homeschooling that was just like, here's what homeschoolers are like. And they switched places with the kid who's going to public school for a couple days. And it's like wacky hijinks. And then all the homeschool parents complained. So it never ended up on the tapes. So
Yeah.
So you have to think about that. The fact that they have had a character be violent, and they're like, this was a good thing. He was violent to Rodney.
Yes, and again, this is just a thing that Odyssey does a lot. It will introduce a character who does a seemingly good thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're gonna subvert it later because you can't trust anyone, can
People
you?
are complex, and most of them are going to hell.
That's right. Not Wit, though. He's perfect.
No, he's great.
Yeah.
Some people are, in fact, totally fucked.
Yeah, we should actually mention Wit for a second.
We should, yeah. So Wit, John Avery Whittaker.
Played by Hal Smith, the porno guy.
At least at this point. There are, for what it's worth, 2 other actors who played him subsequently.
Yeah, because they keep dying.
And the third guy's like 90 years old, so it's any day now. But
he's a New York actor. We could probably get him.
I don't think so.
He's right here! Hi, Andre!
So at this point, you're probably, if you've listened to a lot of Adventures in Odyssey, for some fucking reason, you may be noticing the absence of Wit so far.
Yeah.
His function in this show is to come in and talk to the children and be like, well, Jimmy, I don't know what you think about this, but you really fucked up. You better talk to God. You better get your soul right,
the Bible
Jimmy.
says that you got to. It's never the kids going to their parents, which is interesting because it's supposed to be focused on the family, right? It's never kids going to a pastor. It's them going to the local ice cream shop owner.
Yeah.
And Wit owns an ice cream shop in this Victorian mansion called Wit's End.
In the woods.
Yeah, it's on the edge of the woods.
It's in the woods.
Yeah, it was a stop on the Underground Railroad. There is a bizarre biological agent that can help weaponize one of the worst diseases known to mankind. That just happens to be like right there in the Underground Railroad tunnels.
Yeah,
this is all canon. We're not joking. I promise.
But the ground floor, pretty harmless. It's got a radio station. It's got a little theater that they call the Little Theater. It's got an ice cream shop. Second floor has a Bible room and a train set and an inventor's
Something
corner.
called the Room of Consequences.
Yeah, look. Look. It's normal. It's just virtual reality. There are a few dead bodies in the basement.
Yes, that is
That's canon!
That is also canon. That is
There's
also canon.
also a pipe organ in the attic.
That's right.
That is
Hold on,
canon.
let me try it. This is just for the just for the
What are you
heads
doing?
here.
What are you doing?
Thanks.
That was really fucking good.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you.
That's like learning your best friend can dunk out of nowhere.
Maybe it's
shit.
like learning your best friend is friends with a bunch of crows.
No. So, let's go ahead now and move right on to scene number 4 because Rodney has fled thanks to the superior masculinity of Sam, right?
Yeah.
And Sam
Didn't awaken anything in Jimmy.
Sam and Jimmy are now next to each other. Jimmy's been roughed up a little bit. And so
Yeah.
Sam, being the very kind and sensitive boy who he is, get it? Do you see where we're going here yet?
But he helps Jimmy off the ground.
He does. And he assesses the situation.
Théâtre Voltaire. Begin.
You okay?
Aside from a few minor compound fractures, yeah. Thanks for helping me. That was great.
Oh, it was nothing.
Nothing? Oh, you just chased off Rodney Rathbone. That karate stuff is... Oh, it's great.
It's a good way to defend yourself. Comes in handy in a scrape. Speaking of scrapes, you got a pretty nasty one on your arm.
Oh, no, it'll be okay. No. Can you teach me some karate?
Whoa, wait a minute. You don't even know my name.
Oh, yeah. Well, what is it?
Sam Cooper?
I'm Jimmy. Okay, now that that's out of the way, can you teach me some karate?
I don't think that's a good idea, Jimmy.
Oh, come on. What if Rodney comes back?
He won't bother you again.
Well, maybe not today, but what about tomorrow? Or the next day? Or the next day?
All right. Look, if your parents say it's okay, I guess I could show you a few pointers.
Yes, all right.
We'll
When?
talk about that later. Right now, you need to get that arm taken care of. You live around here?
Yeah, right over there on Elm.
Oh, come on, I'll walk you home. Oh, I hope you can walk.
Of course I can. I'm not that hurt.
Maybe you aren't, but your bike is.
Oh, great. The handlebars are all wonky.
Don't worry, it's fixable. Do you have any tools?
My dad does.
Lead on.
I have to insert something here.
Oh, yeah?
Another big thing. I mean, this episode didn't air, so it's not exactly a cinema sin, but this goes against canon that Jimmy lives on Elm. He lives on
brother.
Sycamore Street.
Oh my God.
Because Sycamore Street is also where the Baileys live in It's a
Lord.
Wonderful Life.
That's
and this family
right.
is loosely based on the Baileys from
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life. Because I'm going to kill myself. That's why.
No, don't.
Going to a bridge.
No,
The snow's
don't.
coming down.
Don't do this.
Don't do it.
This weird guy named Clarence keeps talking to me.
You should kiss Clarence. There's so Jimmy is like lying on the ground. There are bones just like sticking out of him. He's
Right.
bleeding out on the ground.
It's like No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
He's got the fucking bone sticking out your
It's
arm.
like
Sam comes in with a cattle prod.
Yeah, it's sort of like when you get DBNO'd in Marathon, the hit new
No, I don't
first-person
think it is,
shooter
Josh.
from
I don't
Bungie.
think it's anything like Marathon.
You have
We
a
don't need
period
to
of time
explain
to
this about
roll
Marathon.
around on the
You know
ground
what's
before
interesting
you
about
die.
Marathon is all the crows that are in Marathon.
No!
Fine. Damn it.
Okay.
I do like the idea of Sam walking up to oh
Jimmy?
my God.
Jimmy Barkley?
The other guy. Rodney, thank you. Dear God. Him walking up to
you're
Rodney.
embarrassing us in
I
front
know,
of
I'm
these
sorry.
people.
I'm sorry, in front of all these people. He walks up to Rodney and he says, "Call it," and flips a coin.
Yeah.
That's all that. That's all.
So let's
That
talk.
wasn't working.
Let's talk about Sam, shall we? He's so
Let's talk
great.
about Sam.
He's
He's
so
so
heroic.
cool.
He's a paragon of masculinity. He knows
Yeah.
karate.
Karate. Tay. Yeah.
He's tender and caring, but he's also masculine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
This is also showcases
Where
some
can
of
I
the
get one of
finest.
those? I'm fine.
Somewhere out there. I just want to like highlight this bit of Phil Lawler's writing
Yeah.
here. You don't even know my name. Oh, what is it? Sam Cooper. Oh, okay. Well, that out of the way.
Listen, this is
Master of exposition.
this is functional dialogue. This
I
is
also really like that karate stuff is great.
It is. So let's move on now.
It's the 90s. They didn't know what sushi was.
No, but you know what they did do was they all got around the dinner table at home to talk about their day.
That's right. You're modeling good nuclear family behaviors.
In this very nuclear family, let's enter the Barkley home. We have Jimmy Barkley, the son. We have Donna Barkley, the sister, played once again, well, not once again, played now by Madeline Bundy in a new role. Woo! Yes, yes.
Versatility.
So versatile.
We have George Barkley, the father, played by Patrick Harvey. And we have Mary Barkley, the mother, played by Christina Pitter. Théâtre Voltaire, begin!
Now, just wait a minute, Jimmy. There's something I'm not clear on. Why did Rodney want to fight you in the first place?
Mr. Smartmouth probably said something to insult him.
Wrong. I didn't insult him. I just sort of laughed at him.
Oh, Jimmy.
Well, I couldn't help it. Phyllis Ransohoff sits right behind me, and when Mr. Michaels told Rodney to read the section in our books about mental illness, Phyllis whispered, "Rodney's reading about his family again."
George!
She shouldn't have said that.
What class was this in, Jimmy?
Health and human behavior. Anyhow, Rodney doesn't like people laughing at him, so he decided to introduce my face to the cement. Not that he really needs an excuse to beat someone up. And that's why I want Sam to show me some karate. Is it okay, Dad?
Well, I think it's a good idea for you to learn how to defend yourself, but I don't know this Sam is the right person to teach you.
Why not?
Well, because I don't know who he is, or anything about him.
I just told you all about him. His name is Sam Cooper, and he's great. He knows karate, he fixed my bike, he likes the Marx Brothers.
How do you know that?
Because when he ran up to Rodney this afternoon, he said, "Hey, you big bully, what's the idea of hitting that little bully?" Groucho said that in a little night at the night at the opera.
Just what we need. Another comedian.
Give it up. Give it up.
We love Marx Brothers references from an 11-year-old in 1990.
Okay, I was a kid who did watch a couple of Marx Brothers movies in my childhood, and even I'm going, what the fuck are you talking about?
This half-remembered line. I will say, Christina Pitter, obviously, in this scene. So just some quick past credits for them. They played not one, not two, but 3 different pharmacists on Gunsmoke. They voiced every member of the Berenstein Bears family in a universe where it is the Berenstein Bears and not the Berenstain Bears.
Oh, that was a good universe.
And also voiced Machete, a cut character from the pilot of Dora the Explorer, who taught Dora the importance of knife.
Okay. That was the role that was originally going to Danny Trejo,
It
right?
was. They couldn't afford him.
Right.
Peter was actually... You've been up for a lot of Danny Trejo roles over the years, haven't you?
I carry a machete in my car.
Robert Rodriguez ran into you on the street one day and was just like, I have an idea for a film.
Now, Patrick, on the other hand, I think... Brian, do you have some credits for him? Or?
Oh, no, we're gonna get to Patrick.
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
We're gonna save...
Patrick, we're apparently saving until later. I don't know
Got
what
it.
any
Okay.
of these things
Great.
AJ is doing
Great.
are, so...
Cool.
So, you
I'm
just stay with
just
us.
here to facilitate conversation.
That's right.
That
Well,
is-
let's talk a little bit more about Marx, and by which I mean Groucho.
Yeah.
The best Marx brother, right?
Yes.
Quick poll here. Shout out the name of your favorite Marx brother. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, it's an overwhelmingly hard vote.
That's all.
Crowded.
It's a big Harpo crowd. Thank you. You're all correct.
I think I heard a Zeppo somewhere. We got a Zeppo.
Who are the
no
Zepp heads?
Chicos. No Chico. We got a Chico.
We got a Chico. Chico in the front row. Let's
Okay,
go.
well, I'm shouting Groucho to the high heavens.
All right.
You know, he's so important to me, particularly, and to Sam and to Jimmy.
Yeah, so this is...
I love that Jimmy's like, this is a sign of a quality individual, is that he knows all the same Marx Brothers lines that I do. I was born in 1979.
And I think, so talking here for a moment about the Barkleys and their whole thing, they are an anachronistic family, even in the year 1990.
Yes.
You know, they represent this conception of the ideal family that Focus on the Family wants to use. Because again, one of the things that they are trying to do, along with making sure that your kids don't turn out gay, obviously, is modeling positive family.
Right, because a family is loyal. A family sticks together. A family looks out for each other. And basically, the moment that Dave Griffin's voice changed, they started writing them out of the show.
They go through what we on the podcast call the no-no door.
Yes.
Which is the door to the room of consequences. Where they're never seen nor heard from again unless they appear in an interstitial at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
But Jimmy actually was the rare actor who they did bring back after he hit puberty.
On occasion, it was like maybe 1 or 2 episodes a year until like 1996.
But again, Dave Griffin eventually sort of did a, well, in the eyes of Focus, a heel turn and rejected many of the principles of Focus on the Family, which is why we have this script.
He committed the grave sin of like having mental illnesses and being woke. Yeah, so
they kicked him out. And I just want to talk a little bit here about health and human behavior as well.
Yeah, we all took this class in 7th grade. Yeah.
Wait, did any of you do classes like where your parents had to sign a waiver?
I did. Yeah. Anyone here? Yeah.
Like a quarter.
This was a big deal. At my school, they separated us out into boys and girls, and we had to go into our own separate classrooms to learn about this stuff.
Oh, sure.
And when I got into the room, the teacher said, "If anyone laughs, you get a detention."
Oh.
And I don't know if you've put a whole bunch of 6th grade boys in a room and had them stare at dicks.
After saying don't laugh,
don't laugh,
whatever
immediately
you do.
I started laughing.
That's actually the opposite of what happened in my class, which is we're going to say a bunch of dirty words. This is your opportunity to get your laughs in.
That's what we did.
And,
so
and
that's
the
how you do
girls
it at
got that
Christian
too
school.
in my school. Yeah, the girls got to laugh.
I don't think we had a permission form when we took like the sex adolescence class or the sex chapels that we had.
I'm sorry?
We had sex chapels.
You
that
had
was a high school
You were
thing,
having sex in chapel?
Well, they shouldn't have called it that.
The chapel made of sex.
We had a visiting Baptist pastor, not from my church, from the weird one, not from my normal Baptist church. Should also note, the pastor that I grew up having at my normal Baptist church is also one of the people involved in Project 2025.
Yay!
And who says Gallup, New Mexico is not an important place?
It's got a pole and everything.
Okay, so the town is named after a distant cousin of the guy who founded the polling firm. That's just a fun Gallup fact for you. Fun Gallup facts with Brian.
You.
Hey.
So, where was I going with the sex chapel?
Sex chapel.
So they split the girls and the boys up and they talked to us about sex for 5 straight weeks. Every single Friday. The girls got to have their chapel in the gym. We had our chapel in the old Christian Reformed church that was sinking into the ground.
How long were these sessions?
The length of a normal chapel, which was, I believe, 50 minutes.
Okay.
And we were told all kinds of things about like how you can get hepatitis from making out. Not joking.
Well, if you have seawater in your mouth that's polluted and you spit it into the other person's mouth. we call that the old Monterey Bay in California.
That is like a normal sex act, though, right?
Oh, no, very much so.
It's in the Bible.
Yeah,
I bring bottles from Monterey Bay back with me.
I think we need to talk more about the Barclays.
That is fair. That is fair.
So dinner at this point has concluded. We have heard about the various exploits of Sam, and Mary and George have now sat down at the table. The kids have gone away.
Yeah, Jimmy's doing the dishes.
That's right.
Donna marched off in a huff because she didn't like the hack jokes.
And so Mom and Dad are having a one-on-one conversation about what they've just heard and their concerns about it. Théâtre Voltaire,
begin.
Doesn't it seem a little strange to you that they're teaching 6th graders about mental illness?
Well, I don't know if it's strange.
No, you can laugh. You can laugh. That shit's funny.
A little advanced, maybe.
That's what I meant.
Well, he did say it was part of his health and human behavior class. Mental illness falls under both those headings.
I know. But for 6th graders?
Well, it depends on how far they take it. I mean, there's, there's certainly no harm in them knowing about it.
Maybe.
You want to go have a talk with his teacher?
No. You're probably right. They've done a good job so far. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
So
and they say. And they say that Chuck Me still doesn't have it still.
That's
and
funny,
that's just a great.
That's a joke for me.
Pauses though. You two. Oh my God.
It was thrilling.
This is
Chuck
peak-
Me's adaptation of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
So this is just peak Midwestern passive aggression.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is how it's written in the script. I also just need to say, I've been keeping an eye on chat.
Yeah.
And they have been going hog wild for all of you so far. I just wanted to give you
As
that
well
feedback.
they should.
Praise Théâtre Voltaire. It's one of those things that you really get a snapshot of their marriage here, and it is fucked.
For the record,
I think Mary drinks all day. Is my best guess.
I mean, the Barkleys are in, I don't know, together probably around 40 episodes or so of this show. Mary never gets a plot of her own. She's mostly just like
Sorry, Mary.
around. Donna gets plots. She starts dressing like a slut at one point. She burns down somebody's house.
I will have you know,
Same episode.
Donna's dad does give her the what for, in case you were concerned.
Yeah. George,
because George gets the plots.
That's
Mary,
right. That's right.
not so much.
George becomes a pastor.
And to me,
But Mary's so worried about the mental health.
right,
Yes.
and this speaks, I think, also to, again, the focus on the family.
You said it.
I said it. That the way that they sort of frame these things up, because at the end of the day, Focus's conception of the family is patriarchal.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so what that means is that the patriarch needs to be the one sort of actioning objectives.
Yeah.
And these are very concrete policy objectives, right?
Well, Mary's so emotional. Like,
That's true.
You know,
As opposed to George, who's
on,
not.
On one hand, she's right. We shouldn't tell sixth graders that mental illness exists.
That's true.
A famously mentally healthy demographic,
But
sixth graders.
also, he's never heard of it. Like, that's in the Bible. Like, there
Right.
are people who are a little off at the very least.
But there's also a subtext underneath this, which is
Yes.
designed to be legible to the adults listening.
right.
Which is
because
that,
there's one mental illness in particular.
right. Anybody have a guess for what it is? That's right.
Ja, es ist der Homosex.
Let's go.
Vogue.
You know what? That
World
was
Cup is
so
coming up
good.
soon.
That was so good, Josh. I
Thank
think
you.
it deserves a little bit of applause from our friends, the Crows. One day.
So, with all of this in mind, with the stakes established now, and concerns about what this class might entail.
Yeah. Also, the fact that Phyllis Ransohoff.
Oh God! Yeah, that was in the
What a
last
name.
scene.
She's a real troublemaker.
With Donna being like her
Jimmy should
classmate?
not be sitting next to her.
No, she should not.
Phyllis Ransohoff.
She's a fucking menace. The whole Ransohoff family needs to be drummed out of this town.
It sounds like she's a 30-year-old woman that has never been kissing her way through this elementary school.
A 30-year-old?
Yeah, she's trying to figure out what's going down there. 'Cause
AJ,
this school
I really
seems
hate the
fucked
way
up.
that you conjugated that. I just want to say.
It was
Never
the
been
indefinite.
kissing. I hate.
It was the indefinite.
We need to move on to our next
Yeah,
scene here
yeah.
because this next one is a big boy.
Yeah.
This is
This is multiple
cross-cutting.
scenes.
multiple scenes. You're going to really get to hear Théâtre Voltaire at their most prime, at their absolute essence. So, in this sequence of events, you will hear us cross-cutting between scenes to sort of give us a sense of the stakes, of the absolute danger that Jimmy is finding himself in. Right?
Yes.
He
Right.
is at the precipice of being exposed to the gay agenda, and so this scene, this set of scenes, opens with Mary Barkley, doing laundry. We're going to hear from her for a moment. And then we will be moving over to Jimmy's health class. And in Jimmy's health class, well, it's being led by a teacher who's been brought in from outside, a man known as Mr. Michaels, who will be played by Alex Patak. Additionally, please welcome back to the stage Patrick as George and James as Sam.
And to the stage, George will in fact be staying at his seat for a
right.
special effect.
Extra special effect. So, with all of this said, I think we want to really ring this in. Can you help me out here? Can you help me out? Can we do a little audience participation? Yeah. You know the line. Come on, all together now.
Théâtre Voltaire, begin!
Jimmy, you sure got these pants dirty enough yesterday. Oh, what's this? To the parents of Jimmy Barkley. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Barkley, this is to inform you that tomorrow health and human behavior will be a special class on the topic of... What? Oh no, I better call George.
All right, everyone, listen up. Today's class is going to be held in the conference room across the hall. Right now, I'm going to read the roll. When I call your name, if you have a note from your parents excusing you from the class, then just stay where you are. I'll come and get it when I'm finished. If you don't have a note when I call your name, come up to the front of the room. Is that clear? All right. Well, let me get the roll out here. Allen, absent. Alcorn, no note. Baker, you have a note. Okay, stay there. I'll get it in a minute. Barkley?
Oh, yeah. I forgot to give the handout to Mom.
Jimmy Barkley?
Uh-huh.
Do you have the note or not?
Oh, no, sir, no note.
Front of the room, please. Connors, no note. Coswell, no note. Cummings, you have a note. Okay, Davis, no note.
Oh, well, looks like I'm going to the special class.
Come on, George, be there.
George Barkley.
George, it's Mary.
Oh, hi, sweetheart. What's up?
Plenty. You remember last night I was concerned about that health class of Jimmy's?
Yes?
Well, today they're having a special class on homosexuality.
What?
Yeah, I just found a handout in Jimmy's pocket. He never gave it to us, George. The class is going on right now.
Now, just calm down, Mary. Does it give any details about what they'll be discussing?
No, just what it's going to be, a special class.
All right. Call the principal's office and have them pull him out. I'm leaving now. Meet me at the school.
All right.
Okay, everyone, okay. Settle down. One of the things this course is designed to do is show us how different and unique we are from each other. Well, that's what today's class is all about. We're gonna be talking about something called homosexuality. How many of you know what that is? Good. Quite a few of you. Well, instead of just reading this in a book, I thought it'd be better for you to hear about it from someone who knows what it's like firsthand. I appreciate his courage in talking to us like this, so let's bring him out.
What? I can't believe it. It's...
Hi, my name is Sam. Sam Cooper.
This is...
Again, for the people who don't know Adventures in Odyssey, all of that music was straight from the actual show.
That is real Adventures in Odyssey music, yes.
I'm just going to say this now. We're only halfway through the show, and I think this is already my favorite thing we've ever done.
Yeah, no, I think I can pretty much say that's true. So why is this paced like a scene from 24?
I gotta go to the special class. Jimmy's got like a plastic bag around someone's head.
Damn it, Terry! Kid's gonna learn about homosexuality!
The one time I used the can!
Yeah, because he doesn't poop.
They don't poop. 24.
I love the rule here where it's like they've introduced this note, but it's not a note to get parental permission. It's to get the parents to object to it.
Right, it's opt out.
They've had to create this like magical pamphlet that children never received in school.
Right.
No.
Well, part of what's going on here is that this is addressing the different ways that parental consent works, and we're going to be talking about this a lot more in the second half.
Yes.
But just keep that in your head right now. Just the concept of parental consent, written consent, signing off on curriculum materials and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yes. Some quick credits here.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Because worth noting, Sam. That's it. That's his last line.
He has got to run
the rest of the episode.
That is a series wrap on Sam.
Straight through the no-no door.
Yep.
Bye, Sam.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Sam.
I didn't do it.
He's gone.
He's gone.
So, some quick credits for Alex Patak and Jeremy Kaplowitz.
Oh, yeah.
So, they played disapproving teacher and approving teacher, respectively, on the hit ABC sitcom, Hey! Don't do that!
That was a good one, yeah.
They played disapproving lawyer and approving lawyer, respectively, on the hit NBC sitcom, Hey! Don't sue that! And they played disapproving barista and approving barista, respectively, on the hit Fox sitcom, Hey! 3 Beans.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I hate you.
I tolerate you.
That's fair.
I'd be in a better mood if you let me use my crow call at the appropriate moment.
If you had spent $50
we get to do
on
your
it.
bit, but not my bit.
If you do 50, if you spent $50 on it, I'd be like, yeah, but 25.
That's not enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just say a little bit more about this, because I do see we're around the time that we're going to want to go into our break. But the big thing I think just to note about this part is that Sam here is presented as just an ordinary boy who's actually, I think, quite virtuous. He's not portrayed in any way stereotypically or anything like that.
He's not a pedophile. He is not like grooming Jimmy.
Right.
This is showing you just how gay people can just be like anyone else.
Right.
Except they're gay, and that's the worst shit you could be ever
Exactly.
possibly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Stop talking to that fucking guy right now.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he does break a teenager's arm, but I mean, beyond that.
Yeah, but like,
he's also a teenager.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They're the same age.
Yeah, this is not a Phyllis situation.
And also, did you hear that fucking guy? Come on, you need to be on the wall for him.
This isn't an
He's a
age gap
definite
wrist
thug.
break, you know? It's a It's not supposed to break. I just wanted to do the celery thing.
And it's very fun.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Go back to the bar, get some damn drinks, tip your bartenders very, very well.
If you're watching the stream, go to your fridge, tip
That's
your
right.
fridge.
Tip your
Don't
fridge.
tip your fridge. Don't like
Tip
tip
it
it over.
over.
No. That's dangerous.
And we'll see you in a bit.
I'm James Dobbs and I'm in hell. My feet forever roasting. My pelvis bash, my penis smash, my asshole lightly toasting. Who I am, I tortured thus. All I did was beat my kids. Dare to discipline, at least Ted Bundy's in heaven. I'm Ted Bundy, I I'm in hell.
What?
That's right, you fuck, I lied to you.
No.
It wasn't porn that popped my corn. I just liked murdering people. Well, now I guess we're both in hell. This gosh darn bites.
Now that sounds swell.
The fires burn, we wait our turn to have our penises crucified.
Wait, no, please, no!
Oh,
no!
fuck yeah!
What I would like to do now.
Oh, right, we're doing a show.
Yeah, and there's some tension in the air, and I want to diffuse it
Yeah.
by reading some of the very nice things that people in chat have been saying.
That's very kind.
People really liked the reactions from our fantastic actors. Really great performances here. The performers are knocking it out of the park.
Unbelievable work.
And I agree. And you know what?
Yeah.
To give our actors another opportunity to return to, well, the thing we were doing before that. I'm sorry, we have to go back to it.
No. Here's the thing. We're finally getting back to good writing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
That's
you
true.
remember how the first couple scenes were really action-packed? You had a kid getting, we had a mallet, potatoes, all that stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, none of that is happening for
No,
the rest of
hope
this
you
episode.
like meetings.
Yeah,
This
it's-
is basically, we are doing Sophocles. It is Greek tragedy,
That's right.
no more than 3 actors in the scene, and
So,
they are all talking.
At this point, George and Mary, I mean, we heard them doing that emergency phone call, right? They have fucking booked it to the school. And they are in the principal's office. Now, the principal is a man known as Mr. Andrews, here played by the inimitable James Foey. Woo-woo. Woo. And they've come to register their discomfort and disappointment about Jimmy having been exposed to the gay agenda. Théâtre Voltaire, begin!
Come in, Mr. and Mrs. Barkley.
Mr. Andrews, where is our son?
He's in the school library. As soon as I got your call, I went over and I got him out of the class myself.
Oh, thank goodness.
Please, folks. Sit down.
Mr. Andrews,
You want to know how this happened, don't you?
that'd be a good place to start.
The health and human behavior course is a new venture for us, Mr. Barkley, both of it. And the instructor, Mr. Michaels, came very highly recommended. Because of that, I give him a great deal of leeway in how he teaches his course.
Then you didn't know he was going to do this.
I knew he was going to discuss homosexuality. That was in his course materials. I didn't know he was going to devote a special class to it. That, in my opinion, crosses the line.
It crosses the line for a public school teacher to even discuss it with a group of 6th graders.
Well, we're going to disagree on that one, Mrs. Barkley. It's vital for the kids these days to learn about this. Keeping them in the dark not only does them a disservice, but it could be dangerous.
You misunderstand us, Mr. Andrews. My wife and I recognize the importance of discussing sexuality, all kinds of sexuality. With our children, it's a task we take very seriously. But for us, the what that's discussed isn't nearly as important as how it's discussed. What's said about the subject, how it's presented, whether it's shown in a good light or a bad light. And we can't monitor that in your health and human behavior course. In fact, that's not something even you could monitor.
And that's the reason I put a safeguard system in place, which admittedly isn't very safe in its present form. You folks were supposed to see a handout that for some reason you didn't see.
Believe me, Mr. Andrews, we're going to make sure we see them from now on.
I do believe you, Mrs. Barkley. And I'm going to give my safeguard system a complete overhaul. I don't want anything like this to happen again.
Well, but that's what worries us about this whole incident, Mr. Andrews. Why does this school have a course that needs a safeguard system in the first place?
That's a good point, George. Everyone,
Yes.
thank you.
Got him.
Yeah. Why should a school ever talk about anything that might be a little bit, tense or iffy or
This
anything?
is also an Aaron Sorkin line.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
It's such a I got you. I've
Yeah.
owned you with facts and
Well,
logic.
that's what makes Aaron Sorkin so important, is that he made Christian dramas for liberals.
Yes.
He bridged the gap. He did it. He united America.
And so what we hear in this conversation is a model. The show is presenting a model to parents of how they ought to handle conversations of parental consent in situations where they are sending their kids to a public school that might have an adverse perspective to the ones that they hold, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, this is how you talk to them. These are the objections that you raise to them. And as a result, we have this principal who's written as like a liberal and written sympathetically because
to a point.
To a certain limitation, because this is Sun Tzu. This is know your enemy. Right? He has to be able to portray how this conversation is going to go.
That's right.
And that the principal will have a line with you that you are going to have to cross if you want to get the school to be what you want it to be.
And these matters of parental consent are actually reflected in a fair bit of the propaganda that focus on the family and its associated orgs used in the run-up to California Proposition 8. It was this exact same script.
Yes.
We, as parents, ought to have the right to forestall our children knowing about anything that we personally find disagreeable or disgusting.
I wonder if there's something parallel happening right now
Probably
with that
not.
same issue.
Probably
and
not.
Perhaps trans people.
Can't think of one.
Yes.
So this is important because it's also beyond just like policy that Focus on the Family intends. This also just becomes like public schools at this time and private schools are able to fight certain battles in the legal system in the 70s, I believe, in the 80s, where they defend corporal punishment. You can hit a child. You don't have to receive parental consent to hit the child. And this is using the work of James Dobson, who himself was a psychologist and was able to use his expertise to say that, this is the proper way to condition child behavior.
Yeah.
But then you remove the family from it entirely.
Yeah, and it should be said in Dare to Discipline, he has very strict rules for how you hit a child.
Right.
Yeah.
And it reads like the ramblings of a serial killer. Like it's so
Have you
got some
deeply
ideas from that
fucked up.
death row interview?
Have you heard the bit from Dobson where he laughs while he talks about beating the shit out of his dog?
Yeah.
That's in its way. That one's even more
He's
upsetting
in
to
hell.
me. Yeah.
He is in hell.
He's dead, folks. Can we get a round of
it's
applause
crazy.
for James Dobson being in hell?
I'd also like to talk for just a second about straw men in Odyssey, because I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, this is like your favorite thing.
Yeah, when Aaron Sorkin sets up a straw man, right? They are unequivocally evil. Right?
Yeah.
And they just, it's like, and when a president walks in, you stand for
the
him.
lady
And it's
who
like,
he dresses down, the Christian who he dresses down in the Oval Office.
Right,
or
who
whatever,
never knows what any of the Bible verses are, except the president does. Yeah.
But it's one of these things that when Odyssey does it, right, the straw men always have to give excuses.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, well, we know it's wrong, but we had to do it because of this reason, right? Because the conservative mindset is that the way that they think is common sense, right? And anything that deviates from that is something that we have put onto it in order to appease the devil.
It's something that we have had to you have to be carefully taught. You have to teach yourself to become a lib. You have to teach yourself, and this is the same for sexuality. You have to teach yourself to become a gay.
That's right.
James Dobson, in his book Preparing for Adolescence, has this 10 questions that I'm asked, and one of them is is masturbating okay? And he's like, yep, actually. Weird. And then one of them is what if I turn it homosexual? And he's like, you're not going to
Don't worry about it.
And that happens with some people. They're choosing to do it.
And what's interesting to me about that as well is that the whole common sense thing, as you said, it only undergirds their own priors. And so there's this idea that I don't know, maybe you wouldn't normally be bigoted toward gay people or whatever unless you were told to do so. But they assume that disgust is something that is baked into every person, and that what you actually have to do is the work to overcome that, and that work is wrong, by the way.
Yeah, that work is also wrong. And I think there's something to where even a few sentences that he hears from Sam, right, is enough to turn him gay. And if heterosexuality is that fragile, it is. And then I don't think that it's not that's the natural way. I mean, frankly.
If the edifice crumbles at even the slightest touch, yeah, maybe that's just an edifice then, and not just the core
I
of your
did hear
being.
you say Oedipus, and I'm like, well, if mom's touching him.
No!
Well,
Wait, so
now I'm gay.
I'm looking at my
that's
outline.
why Athens was like that.
I'm looking
Like,
at
it
my
can't be your
outline.
mom if it's a young boy.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
God.
You're looking at the outline.
I'm cutting this off right now, and I am seeing in the outline, AJ,
Yes.
that we've got some credits for Patrick.
We
Harvey.
do. These are our final credits for the evening.
Patrick, I know him.
So Patrick Harvey, you might know him. He did a solo show adaptation of One Man, Two Governors called One Man. He starred in the only officially licensed XXX Flintstones movie, The Flintstones Get Their Rocks Off.
Oh. Was he Fred, or?
No, he played the Great Jizz Goo.
Oh. It was officially licensed, but they still had to change the name.
You're so lucky I don't break that crow call. And this is true. I think this is probably your biggest claim to fame, Patrick. I think you starred in the original workshop production of Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats as Trubby the Troubles cat, whose production number explained in painstaking detail every event that led to the Bloody Sunday massacre in Derry, Northern Ireland, on January 30th, 1972. That's true. His role was cut in previews.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
And that is the credits of everyone on this stage.
So, thank you, AJ. Let's pick up now right where we left off. We are still in the principal's office
Yeah,
with
this
Mary.
is immediately after the last line
That's
of
right.
dialogue you heard from them.
With George, with Mr. Andrews, and, well, what can I say? The conversation continues, and I think we can all cue it in together.
Théâtre Voltaire, begin!
Why is there a class here that teaches sixth graders about homosexuality?
Well, first of all, Mrs. Barkley, the class is not about homosexuality. It's about health and human behavior. And as I've already explained to you, we believe it's vital for our students to know about this.
We who, Mr. Andrews?
Well, myself and the school board.
The school board?
Yes, we discussed it at our last open forum. I take it you weren't there?
No, we weren't.
The board voted unanimously to adopt the course.
Didn't anyone oppose it?
Only one person, John Whitaker.
Wit.
Yes. Other than that, the measure met with very little resistance. Just the opposite, in fact. A number of people from various organizations were there in support of it.
Oh boy.
He what? Thank you, Théâtre Voltaire.
So, as we said a little earlier,
Yeah.
Hal Smith, the voice of Whit, the voice actor of Whit at this time, was not involved.
Wasn't there.
But
He was in the episode that told you should hit your kids. He
But-
was in all of these
But
episodes.
motherfucking Phil Lawler
Yes.
wrote him in anyway.
Yes.
And basically, all I can assume here is that Hal said, yeah, I'm not doing this. And basically, Phil said, the fuck you aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to have the seal of approval from the God King of Odyssey.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we had to have this PTA meeting where one person objected, who's not a parent. All of his children are adults.
That's right.
Yeah, they're full
What is he
adults.
fucking doing there? He owns an ice cream shop.
It's him and Phyllis being like, we're gonna be never even kiss these
He had a grandchild who did move back to Odyssey for a little bit.
Yeah, for like
and
a
then,
trip, yeah.
And then Whit beat the shit out of him
Yes.
to teach him a lesson, and then he
Yes.
left.
Yep.
And that was it.
Yep.
Bye, Monty.
Bye, Monty. He had a great Christmas. That's like the only episode of Odyssey I actually enjoy. Was
He actually had a
Monty
bad
Python's
Christmas, but
It was great
led
for
to
me.
a kind of interesting episode. I think it's so fascinating to take this guy that you like, that you respect, whose posthumous recordings you use in various episodes after he dies, that you like surreptitiously recorded or whatever.
Right.
But like at this moment, he most likely refused to do this episode. That refusal may have had something to do with the fact that they stopped doing these very special episodes. And they're like, Nah, you still did it though. We're still puppeting your corpse
And-
while you're still alive.
And maybe when you're dead. In the case of Will Ryan, the voice actor for Eugene, who again was not there, they have taken his voice and reused it a few times by putting it through a fucking AI filter to, exhume his corpse, essentially. Yeah, no, that's the reaction you should have. It fucking sucks. But let's talk about what's going on here rhetorically. Because this idea that there's this massive conspiracy that's trying to homosex your kids, and it's called your local school board, is something that we still see right now.
Yes.
Show of hands, who's familiar with Moms for Liberty? Yeah, that's good for you of you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Moms for Liberty and other organizations like it are very well connected with organizations like Focus on the Family. The entire purpose of these organizations is twofold. Number one, it's you should run for your school board so you can be the ones making these decisions. Right. And number two,
if you're not on it, you gotta be there.
You gotta be there.
Yeah.
To basically shit up the meetings and make them non-functional.
Yes.
And I'm not joking. Like that they say they will say as much.
These are marching orders.
Say shit up the
No,
meetings.
but they train people in obstructionism.
Yeah.
That is what they are doing. They are trying to grind any normal business to a halt until it goes in their direction.
And again, if it's so natural, why does it take this much fighting to enforce it?
Turns out everything needs a fight. Really, at the end of the day, everything needs a fight. If you oppose this, there is no such thing as like a simple, single, natural state of existence. Humans are social creatures. Our existence is defined by our relation to the people around us. This is why we build towns. This is why we build houses. This is why we build cities.
Wells.
This is why we do not live alone like the lobster. What did you say?
Wells.
Wells. That is why we build wells. People need water. I think you're imagining something sinister here. Is it for throwing people into?
I just thought of a well.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Can you tell me more?
Okay, so
What does it look like?
it's in the woods.
Okay, go on.
And,
It's an ice cream parlor on the first floor.
Paint a picture.
Paint a picture. Okay. It's a stone well.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it surrounded by omens of foreboding, perhaps?
Yeah. So
Maybe?
perhaps no.
not
All
that
the
kind of
crows are dead
important.
around it. There was a horrible.
Shut the fuck up.
It was a horrible avian
What
flu.
makes
took
this
them all
so
out.
disappointing is that it's definitely not building up to some end of show bit.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Preposterous. Yeah.
Okay, nice well. Thanks, AJ.
Thank you.
But to my point, they
like a good
fight,
hole.
and other people have to fight. If you have kids, you need to go to school board meetings. And I
Yeah,
love that
you
the
gotta.
principal is so condescending to the parents here. He's
Yeah.
like, well, of course, we had it at the PTA meeting, but you were there, right?
But again, I think this is a deliberate choice. Is it saying this is the kind of condescension you can expect to receive if you are not involved in your community?
From these Aaron Sorkin liberals.
Thank you, Paul Lind.
You're welcome.
Holland hated the West Wing.
So let's move on now to scene 10 in our this is the 10th scene that we've got here. Wow.
From the principal's office, George then goes to meet Jimmy at the library. This is not a scene that we excerpted in any way because George and Jimmy talk for like 2 minutes at this library about nothing, about how they just need to go outside and they just keep getting shushed.
And then, if you can believe this, they go outside.
So they find themselves outside.
Yeah.
The sun is shining once again. It's the end of the day. Kids are going home. And the birds are singing in the sky. We planned on this. The birds are singing in the sky. But some of those birds may be crows.
Nope.
Or might not be. They're not in season, I guess. Whatever.
So one of the things that has happened in the PTA, the
principal's office.
the meeting in the principal's office, is that Mr. Andrews has told George and Mary, you got to get involved. You got to do it because if you don't,
let freedom ring.
We must let freedom ring. And so George realizes that step one is, dare I say it, to focus on his family.
Wow.
All together now.
Théâtre Voltaire, begin!
Boy, it sure turned out to be a nice day, huh? You okay?
Yeah. No. I'm kind of confused.
What are you confused about?
Well, Sam doesn't act like. Well, like.
A homosexual?
Yeah! He's tough, Dad.
took out Rodney.
How do you expect him to act?
I don't know. Sissy? Like a girl.
Oh, well, some do act that way. But a lot don't.
I guess this means Sam won't be giving me karate lessons, huh?
No. Do you know why?
I think I do,
But you're not sure.
well, no.
You probably learned in your class that homosexuality is a lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Well, as a Christian, I believe it's not just a lifestyle. It's a behavior. A bad behavior. But you probably know that too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's where it gets a little complicated.
You can do it, George.
You got this, bud.
You're at an age right now where a lot of things influence you. That means they affect the way you think about things. Your mom and I influence you, and so does television, and the music you listen to, the movies you watch. They all influence you in some way, but one of the biggest influences on you right now are your friends. You with me so far?
Yeah. We learned about that in human behavior too.
Good. Then this next part should be a breeze. When you're with your friends, you tend to overlook bad behavior. And with your really close friends, after a while, you start thinking that maybe the bad things they do aren't really all that bad. And depending on what it is, sometimes you might even think it's all right if you try those bad things.
Come on, Dad. You don't think I'm gonna become a homosexual, do you?
No, Jimmy, I don't. I don't. But and this is the really difficult part. I also don't want you to think it's okay for Sam to be one. Hey now. See, God has made it very clear that living the homosexual life is a sin. It's never okay for anybody.
But Sam said that 1 out of every 10 people is like him, and that they're born that way, so they can't help it.
Well, first of all, son, the 1 in 10 number is not right. It's really more like 2 out of 100.
Well, but then... Why did Sam say 1 in 10?
He was misinformed. He got that number from an old medical report. But even if it were 1 in 10, even if it were 5 in 10, it doesn't change. It doesn't change anything. Just because a lot of people are doing something that doesn't make it right. A lot of people steal and take drugs. But those things aren't right, are they?
No.
Well, same with this. As for being born that way, that's a tough one. some people, like Sam, have an inborn tendency toward homosexuality. That means they're strongly tempted by it. Just like we're all tempted by some sin. But giving in to that temptation is a choice. In other words, Sam can choose to live a homosexual lifestyle, or, with God's help, he can choose not to.
So, what do I tell Sam? I'm supposed to meet him later today.
I think I need to talk with him by myself this time.
What are you gonna tell him?
Well, to begin with, I'm gonna thank him for helping you yesterday. Maybe it'll open up some doors so we can help him.
Hey, you think maybe we should pray for Sam?
Jimmy, I think that's the best idea I've heard all day. Come on.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
The best part about this scene is that this wasn't performed entirely as written. Patrick actually ad-libbed half of that scene, so it's as long as it is.
Yeah.
He felt really like this was really important to get off of his chest. We had to cut a very beautiful monologue that he wrote about how men need to get on an all raw beef diet to get the birth rates up.
Yeah. That's true.
Again, we just didn't have time for it. No, but a real thing about Patrick is that when we rehearse this
is true.
He's
This is
vegan,
actually
by
true.
the way. That's the raw beef that he's a vegan.
That's he denies
I'm just
it.
saying this to fuck with him. But when we rehearsed this show, we were on a Zoom call, and it was in the middle of his workday, so he went to a public place.
A cafe.
A local cafe.
He had his laptop out in the cafe just with AirPods on.
Oh, and he was not whispering this entire thing.
He was literally shaking his head the entire time to show that he disapproved. It was great.
I mean, even if we were 5 and 10.
So,
I don't think we need to explain what we just heard. You're all on board here.
We know. We get it. It's great.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
need to stop hanging out with anyone who does
That's right.
karate just to be safe.
It's the gayest martial art.
Right. And ultimately, I guess what this points to is just focus on the family's entire project. And I know I'm folks who have listened to the show for a very long time know that what I like to do is be like, oh, how does this tie into the narrative? Because I love saying the word narrative.
Yes.
And the big overarching narrative here, along with, get involved at a local level in every capacity possible, is that this one-on-one interaction that you do at home, right? This is where it all starts. This is actually, in a way, even more important than, there's a reason that this is toward the end, in the last scene, right?
They have a belief in the family, the nuclear family, as the basic core atom that comprises all of society.
Because this is the last scene in the script as written, right? There's nothing after this?
This is the actual ending of the scene.
Yeah.
They don't write the Chris outros, although I've written one. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
And this idea is that they're going to influence policy. You can defer to them, but also part of that is to reach out to you and be like, talk to your kids, make sure they're not hanging out with anyone who does karate.
And with Sam then, too, the thing that hits me so hard is this is so fucked. We had our series wrap on Sam already, and now it's not only is he gone, he doesn't even get to be a person in Jimmy's life in any capacity
he dies
anymore.
on the way back to his home planet.
Right. Yeah, and it really makes me upset because Jimmy, had this friendship potential that his parents just nipped in the bud.
Especially
with a cool kid, and the show
a kid who's older
says
than
that this
him.
is a cool kid.
Yes.
He is great. He just happens to be gay, so cut him out.
But normally in this world, the idea of, I don't know, maybe having a sort of mentor figure, right? Because Jimmy's 11 and Sam is 16.
Yeah.
Normally this would treat this kind of relationship as a good thing. But because of His orientation, which is fake, by the way, he is verboten. He is not allowed to associate with Jimmy in incapacity.
1 in 10 people.
It's not a real number.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently it's not a real number.
It's 2 out of
100?
2 out of 100?
2 out of 100?
Yeah, 1 in 50 is what that actually is.
That's what he should have said.
Look, George was never good at fractions.
I'm also getting the sense that Phil Lawler might not be very good at fractions either.
I think he wrote 1 in 50 and was like, that sounds too big. But if it's 2 out of 100, ooh.
I am
devilish.
I am so glad that this episode never aired for so many reasons.
Yeah.
But
I'm sad.
But you can kind of tell why, right?
Yeah.
Like people have listened to the show before.
It's really bad.
It's a very bad episode of Odyssey, but it's so toxic. It feels so venomous in a way that some of these do, especially when Whit, beats his grandson. Like that is also pretty venomous. But there's something. There is something about this one in particular that Chuck Bolte, who voices George normally, right, is not a very good actor, and he would
He's no Patrick Harvey. I can tell you that.
I'll tell you that much. But I imagine that they listened to these things back and I would like to think in my heart of hearts listened to it and they recognized how poisonous this was and decided to discard it. But I've been told by my two co-hosts that there is a much more likely explanation for this.
Yeah, I really think that it comes down to the fact that these major actors were involved and probably said no to this particular episode.
Which then would have put the kibosh on similar future episodes, because part of what makes this episode so weird is that you don't get the most important
the main characters.
Yeah, they're all missing.
So
anyway,
I think at this point, we're going to wrap up the way that we normally do, and the first thing that we need to do is extend our thanks to our troupe, Théâtre Voltaire. Everybody stand up! Stand up! Jeremy Kaplowitz, Jesse Canizaro, Maddie Bundy, Alex Patak, James Foey, Patrick Harvey, Christina Bitter, Darren Swisher, take a bow.
Hell yeah.
And AJ has a few closing thoughts.
Yeah, okay.
What are you doing?
What is this?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, Christ. He's always got to surprise this guy.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. We're running out of time, so it's just a... Oh. Okay,
all right. Okay, here we go.
What's happening?
All right, we have 7 minutes.
He has not told us what this
As
is
a
going to be.
reminder, we have 7 minutes.
We got a whole little thing that we got to do after.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So normally on the show, we do a wrap up where I sort of say, what have we learned today? And I'm going to get a little personal with this one, and I hope everyone's okay with that. Fuck you. So first of all, I'm a queer man. Thank you. I'm very brave. But it was a part of myself that I didn't access for a really, really long time. I think, like a lot of us, I went into the pandemic one way and came out a lot gayer. But I always kind of treated that part of myself as this room in the house that I didn't open. It was this door that was sealed shut to me for a very, very long time. And it took going through the world ending for me to finally be like, what's the point of hiding this anymore? Every once in a while I was growing up, obviously the door would open and bats would fly out when, I don't know, I'd see this guy that I really, really wanted to be friends with for some reason. And I sort of resolved myself that I would keep that door closed because I did not think that I deserved to be happy. And I went into the pandemic and I realized, fuck it, I'm not gonna let all those voices from my childhood, these fucking Phil Lawler motherfuckers, stop me from being happy. And so I told my partner, and I opened the door to the room, and they walked inside, and they looked around, they patted the curtains, dust flew off, and they let the light in, and they turned to me, and they said, I think it looks really great, Boo. So when I married them 3 years later, I got to do it with all of me. Now,
Okay.
I don't know if there is a gay agenda, okay? But...
Oh, brother.
If there is one, I think it's this. Be as gay as you possibly can.
Oh, no.
We're still going, folks.
Not just for yourself. Not just for the world. But because it will very specifically piss Phil Lawler off. I'm the worst of all possible AJs.
I'm the worst of all possible Joshes.
And I'm the worst of all possible Brians. But you know, every Odyssey episode ends with Chris closing the thing out. That's not written in the regular script. That gets added in when they are recording the show. So I made my own Chris outro. And as we heard Anne ring us in at the very beginning of the show, I'm going to have them play us out.
You know, the Bible tells us that. I don't know. Some shit. I did not prepare for this part. Fuck Focus on the Family. Fuck James Dobson. And fuck Phil Lawler. I'm queer, I'm trans, so suck my fucking dick, losers.
Hey, Dad!
Who is?
The big voice! Now that I've received homosexual propaganda, I have been forever altered.
Jimmy, Jimmy, what do you mean by big voice?
I'm bisexual, Dad!
Tell me what you're hearing, Jimmy!
The big voice is truth, George. You've deafened yourself to it. Welcome to the agenda.
You know, speaking of gender, I've been thinking about mine a bit. I've been stifled into conformity by this hick town. I gotta be free. I'm non-binary now.
Hey, that sounds pretty neat! I'm non-binary now too, Dad!
Jimmy,
My pronouns are they, them, Dad!
Oh.
Get used to it!
Hey, that's great. I'm a monogamous, cisgendered heterosexual, but I'm an ally through and through. Oh, my friends are here. Sorry, Jimmy. I have to go hang out with my crow friends.
George, what's going on?
It's our son, Mary. He's... They are non-binary now.
Oh, okay.
You're okay with that?
Gender's complicated, George. I don't presume to know everything.
I'm also bisexual.
Now, Jimmy, how can you be non-binary and also bisexual? I mean, doesn't that just,
We're
reinforce?
not doing discourse today, Mom!
You know, I gotta self-actualize. I'm getting on the next bus out of here.
Where are you going?
I'm moving to Seattle to become a piss pig.
Well, if everyone's done coming out of the closet...
Yeah, wait, hi, me, hi, yes, me, it's me, Foley guy. I'm queer too.
Who are you?
I'm a shaman. I'm a demon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your son and your nephew, Len, summoned me from hell a while back.
Yeah, I remember you. Hi.
Hey there, how's Len?
Oh, he died in an asylum.
Damn.
When did you summon a demon?
They were playing Dungeons and
The
Dragons.
castles and cauldrons, legally distinct.
Right, anyway, I'm also queer, and non-binary, and poly, so...
Okay, cool.
I think we've all learned a valuable lesson today, which is that everyone needs to become gay and open up their marriages. You need to become gay and poly, and you need to do it right now.
And trans. And trans. You need to become trans.
Yeah, yes, of course, yes.
Oh, and get on an all beef diet. That's important. You just need to carnivore. Don't cook. Just eat it raw. Get the birth rates up.
Okay, we're not gonna do that one. I don't remember where I was going with this, but as long as you all become gay and trans, then I will have fulfilled my purpose as a stooge for Bill Clinton's public education system. Now let's get out there and destroy America! All hail Bill Clinton! All hail the third way!
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. You've been fantastic. There's merch over there if you want to get some. We'll be signing it in the back. Thanks again to our entire cast. Everybody's been great. I'm the worst of all possible Joshes, and we will see you next week.